Hey ladies, this is your instructional video for Whisper, which is the third song in Act 2, seventh song overall, the last song that y'all will be in. And by far the most complicated. Just kidding. Not about the complicated part. So this video is just for the left demons, which are Kara, Alia, and Kelsi. Just because your dance is slightly different from those on the right. And you'll see what I mean as we walk through it. So, y'all start on stage. My Last Breath was the last song I just did. So y'all should be lined up in the back, and I gave you that line already and I don't have it in front of me, so I'm just assuming y'all know what I'm talking about. So we've backed up into this line and we've frozen. We wait until the song starts to play. So we're already on stage when Whisper starts, and it starts real big and heavy and loud, and it's really loud. So all you guys are gonna do is jump and like kind of party. I mean, obviously not in a happy, girly, 10-year-old way, more like demons just winning a battle. Yeah, just like that. And 2 or 3 of you, I'm gonna just say right now, well, I don't know how you lined up. If you were one of the 2 splitting center, or the one to the right of them, so like splitting center and somebody to the right, there's only one person next to you. I'm sorry, I don't remember the line. But if you were one of those 3 people, what I want y'all to do is, still go pretty crazy, but lift Jesus up and kind of like push him off stage right. Because I need that to happen, and those 3 girls are gonna do it. Cool, so if that's you, lucky you. So that's just gonna happen. And y'all are gonna be going crazy during the instrumental at the beginning. And then the artist starts singing Catch Me As I Fall, and the song literally dies off. It goes very, very quiet when she starts singing. So I just need y'all just to kind of stop partying and start moving really slowly, if at all, to your spots over stage left. So she sings, "Catch me as I fall, say you're here, and it's all over now." And then speaking to the atmosphere, "No one's here, I fall into myself." The first 2 lines are just moving really slowly. The second 2 lines, the angels will start to enter, so I need y'all to be like past the center line and stage left. And what the music starts doing here is kind of the same like beats that we hear in Haunted when we first come on. So remember how we're moving really slowly and we're just moving on those beats? That's what's going to happen here. And the angels are going to come in moving on those beats. You can walk pretty normally because that's what they're doing, but make sure you're just on those beats and getting into your spots, and your spots are this might change depending on how much room we have on the stage, but it shouldn't affect too much if it does change. So no, I don't know how I want it, so I'm just gonna say it how it is on the paper, and it's definitely subject to change. Angela will be the front, and I mean obviously stage left, but centered to all the rest of y'all. And then off of Angela's left shoulder is you, Kelsi, and then Riley, and then Kayla. Okay, Kayla is pretty much directly behind Angela on that line, but behind Kelsi and Riley. Now, Kara and Alia, you guys are going to be off of Kayla's shoulders. Kara, you're going to be on her left, and Alia, you're going to be on her right. And between each row, so Angela's a row, Kelsi and Riley are a row, Kayla's her own row, and Kara and Alia, you're on a row together. Between rows, there has to be enough room for a person to come through, because y'all are going to be like merging right in between the angels. And I mean, obviously dynamics will play into that, so we'll do that when we're all together, but just know that there will need to be enough room between each of you. Now, this is more for Angela, but what's going to happen is, well, let me back up. On the words, "this truth drives me," you're just going to walk kind of forward. You're not going to go all the way through the angels. Some of you, namely Alia and Riley, will probably like be close enough to the angels to like be inside, in between, whatever. But we're not going all the way across the stage yet, so it's just going to be a step 1, 2, 3, and lean, and back, and face front. When you're facing front, Angela will kind of step over the lost soul and pull up, and that happens on the word madness. So on the word madness, all the rest of y'all will kind of make it look like madness is going on, but I want it to be a bit more excited madness over on your side of the stage, rather than like despair madness that happens on the angels side. And I want it to be all different. I don't want anybody doing the same thing at this point, but Angela's pulling up. All the rest of y'all can kind of like hands out, up, out. Just, I mean, creepy. And if you're closer to front, I would suggest doing something a bit lower so we can see girls in the back. But basically, that's what you're doing on the word madness. It doesn't matter, you guys can make it up. And then the pre-chorus goes, "I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away. 1, 2, 3, if I will it all away." Excuse me. So, y'all on this side, we're going to start sashaying right, and the angels are sashaying left, so you are kind of going through each other. You may or may not go all the way across the stage. You might just intersect and y'all are like really, really close. But we'll see how far we can get y'all. But all that's going to happen is you're going to sashay right, sashay back left. So you might not be moving that far, but your hands are going, "I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away." So it's up to face and out with elbows up. And that's all you're going between. You just have to go up, out, up, out, up, out. And then from there, you're back in your spot, because it goes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So you're back in your spot, and that 1, 2, 3. Again, that's madness, but I want it to be different from what you did the first time. So if you did like this the first time, you could do one of these the second time. Again, whatever, just make it look a little bit crazy and obviously not completely choreographed. And then the chorus starts, and this is the only time you're going to do the chorus like this, because the chorus changes the next time we do it. But this chorus will go, and this is where we cross through the angels. You're just going to slide to your left and point your right toe, and then you're going to do a ball change and prep for a turn. And that kind of moves slowly. So it's just kind of go to 1, 2, and prep and turn. And as you turn, that turn has to, well, it should honestly move that way. Just because that's what you're prepping for. Yeah. So turn on your left foot. Even though that might feel awkward to some of you at first. Turn on your left foot, because that's what you're prepping for. Because the angels go the opposite way. But they turn. No, they turn on their left. So y'all turn on your right. So 1, 2, and here, turn on your right foot. And as you turn on your right foot, bring your hands up over your head. So that turn, what I've just been practicing, looks like that. And then from here, you're on the first count after that, so you're going to have to know that it's coming. You're just going to pop it out and towards center stage and look at the angels, but not at a certain angel. You're just going to be looking in between their rows for where you're going to be running. Because after this, they're going to move, and then you're going to run through their line. And you're going to be on this side of the stage, but still in the same formation, just on the opposite side of the stage. And you're going to do exactly the same thing again. You're going to go this way, step, and turn right, and up, and out. So this is the only thing that's different. You're just going to go, again, towards center, but it's the opposite way, obviously. And look at the angels' lines so that you know where you're running, and run back across the stage. And you'll face them, so your right toe there, left toe the first time, will point. As you face them once you get back to your spot. And that is the chorus, the first chorus. And right after that, you have like 4 counts to get into your new spots and find your partners. So here's where it gets a bit confusing. Let's see. Kelsi, you're going to be downstage left. On the left side of Kayla is the angel, Angela is the other demon that you're partnered with. Kara, you're going to be center, just a bit more upstage. You're going to be on the left of Sarah is the angel, and Riley is the demon on the right. And Alia, you're upstage right, so we've made a diagonal across the stage. You're on the left side of Blake, and Kayla is the other demon on Blake's right. Okay, so here, the song goes, I'm frightened by what I see, but somehow I know there's much more to come. So y'all are on the left, so it's like a line, and y'all are on the far left side of this line. There's an angel and another demon. Once you get into your spots. That's what it should look like. So I'm frightened by what I see, just kind of I mean, you can still be getting into your spots at that point. I wouldn't suggest it, but it's okay if you are. You can interact with the other demon, because at this point, the angel between y'all is kind of unsure of what she's gotten herself into, and y'all are kind of like hatching a plan to start this fight. So this can look different between partners, and that's fine, and we'll figure that out when we have our partners, when we all get together. So that's I'm frightened by what I see. Now, but somehow I know that there's much more to come. What's going to happen is your plan is to kind of immobilize these angels. That's how you're going to start. So you're just going to spread your arms. You're going to walk around her front, all of you guys, because you're on the left. So you're going to walk around in front of the angel, just 1, 2, 3, and on that third, you're going to bring your hands up, but kind of in jazzy fists. And then you're going to go back the same way. So you're always crossing in front of her. Now you're going to take a step back and pull up on the word immobilized. And the angel will react. She's going to go into this, and she's going to fall like that in front of you guys. So you guys are going to want to be a step behind your angel. So it just goes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, step back and immobilized. And that's just pulling up. Just with your hands, you're just going to pull up, and your partner is doing the same. By my fear. So you're all going to drop your angels at different times. Alia, this is the first corner, so it's immobilized, bye. So your word is bye, you're just going to throw your hands down, your angel will fall. My is the second, fear is the third. So 1, 2, 3, down across the stage. I'm sorry, I don't remember who's who. Okay, so Kara, you're 2, and Kelsi, you're 3. And then the angel will kind of turn around on her bum and reach up. You're just going to grab one of her hands, because your other demon will grab her other. So with your right hand, you're going to pull your angel up, and she will turn around, and y'all will start the pre-chorus. In your lines, the angel will probably be a tiny bit in front of you, just so it's not 3 straight lines. It'll be kind of small triangles. Yeah, so teeny triangles is what we're making. So the angel will turn around, and she'll kind of position herself a little bit in front of y'all. And that's where she needs to be. And the pre-chorus is exactly the same. I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away. And the 1, 2, 3, whatever, if I will it all away. Oh, I didn't teach y'all that. Sorry. At the end of the pre-chorus, you just brush right, brush left, and your right hand goes up. Easy enough. Whatever. Sorry. It happens the first time too. I just skipped ahead. So, the group in the middle, Kara, you're in the middle, right? Yeah, Kara. So you're in the middle. So you're not going to sashay at all for this pre-chorus. You're just going to do the hand motions and whatever, and will it all away. And then the chorus starts. You 2 girls in the corners, Alia, you're going to move this way first instead of the way you did the first time. So you're going to move left. I can stop the pain if I will it all away. Whatever. So your sashaying is opposite of what you did the first time. Kelsi, it's exactly the same for you. Yay! So you just get to go right, left, there. Well, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So those two corners are kind of coming to center and then moving back. And center's not moving. Okay. So, from there, the chorus changes. And what this is a dancey fight. So it's a very, very choreographed fight. We'll move into stage combat later. So what happens, you're all doing exactly the same thing. It goes don't, so your hands come up, right, left, and turn right. So it's a don't, turn away. And then from here, the angel will drop, and all y'all should be on her left. So you're just going to kick over her with your right foot. So that goes, don't turn away. Okay. So on the word don't, you kick, and then as you bring your foot back, you're going to reach forward with your left hand. So it's going to look like a don't turn, or don't try to hide. So yeah. Anyways, it's just a kick back and reach with your left hand, and that kick has to go over the angel at the very least. So we're kicking over the angel, and you can bring it back down if you can't complete that windmill that's on the side, because it is a little tricky. But as long as it goes over your angel, then you're fine. So don't try to hide. Don't close your eyes. The angel is going to kick over your partner, and as she does that, she's going to turn around. So you're going to step back and kind of grab her arm and her shoulder and turn her back around. Whatever way she wants to turn, it doesn't really matter. Just kind of catch her and then let her turn and push whatever way she turns is the trick to doing that. And she'll turn around. Your partner will grab her hand and she'll do one of these. So that doesn't matter. But after she does that, you're going to have to duck, because then she's going to kick over you and you'll just pop right back up. And that's on the don't close your eyes, don't turn. Okay, so she goes, don't turn out the light. It's probably on the word light. She's going to kick over you. So just be prepared at the very, very end for the word light. So after you see her do it, because you'll see her do it, that means duck, okay? And you'll duck and she'll kick over you and turn back around. And you'll pop right back up. And this moves into the bridge. Okay. The bridge. The bridge is awesome. And it's going to be a cannon starting from this corner moving down. And y'all will do the same moves, just this corner will start, and these two corners will be frozen. So on the second line, this one's starting the first move. And then on the third move, second move, first move. If that makes sense. So basically, on the very first line of the bridge, Kara and Kelsi, you'll just freeze. On the very first line of the bridge, Alia, you're going to start with the move. Everybody pay attention now. You're going to go up and cross over, and this is like a punch across the angel. So you're kind of like in front of her head like that, and she'll kind of move, even though it is only kind of a punch. Because it would look more realistic if you did this, but this is much more dancey, so we're doing that instead. And a lot less risk of you hitting her. You just have to be in control of that. So it's an up and hit with your left hand across your body, in, down. So this looks like 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? And there's some ands in there, but you're not moving on the ands. So that's cool. And then after you're down, the angel will step back, and you'll kind of take one little step up with your left foot. This is the second move, y'all. So, I mean, whenever you start, this is still your first, this is still your second, okay? So it starts the second phrase. So you'll kind of take a step forward with your left foot, you'll do a right hitch kick, and then that's the end of the second move. So the third move is just the spin, and it's a relatively slow spin. And then you kind of take that tiny step that you took already back, so you're in your original spot. Just hands down, I think. And that's the fourth. So Alia, you're going to repeat that whole, all 4 of those moves, twice. So after your turn, you'll just take your step back and freeze. Kara, you repeat this and your kick twice. You know what? Yours is confusing, because you could technically do all the moves, and it can work, but the angel's not. The angel, she does the hitch kick and she steps forward back into her spot. But what I'm going to get you to do is all the moves, because you don't have a fourth move, it's just kind of stepping back. So if you do that hitch kick and then turn, and as you turn, just step back into your spot and hands down. Okay? Now, Kelsi is in this corner. You freeze for the first 2 lines, and on the 3rd line is where you start this. And your last move is this. And you just kind of stand back up. Okay? Then after you stand up, you're going to, this part is special. You don't freeze. These 2 groups freeze. Kelsi, you won't freeze. You're going to take Kayla, your angel's, her left hand in your left hand, and she'll be rigid. Your right hand under her left arm, and Angela will have the same pose on the other side. And you're just going to lift her up and move her across the stage. And then there's a hit and count. The hit and count. So on the hit, you're just going to let her down so her feet are touching the ground. And then on the and, she will jump out of your hands, or out of your grip. So when you let her down, just loosen your grip so she can jump right out. And as she jumps, your hands will go up to make it look like you threw her. Even though you're not throwing her, she's jumping, it'll look like a down throw instead of a down jump. Oh! So we'll practice that all together. But that's what's happening there when these 2 groups are frozen. So that jump. And from there, right after that jump, everyone moves to find a new partner, or new partners, because there are 3 of you. So Kelsi, after you do that, you'll go back and to this spot, kind of like almost center, but not quite center. Actually, you'll be the closest to center. And your new partners are Blake is the angel and Riley's the demon. Let's see. Kara, you'll move up to downstage right, but you'll again be closest to center out of everyone in this group. And your angel is Abigail and your demon is Angela. And Alia, you're moving across the stage to like on the center line of the stage, but stage left. And you'll be the farthest left out of anybody on stage. And your angel is Sarah, and your demon is still Kayla. Just because I was lazy and didn't bother changing everything. So that's what happens. Those are your new partners. And we have a group here, we have a group here, and then we have a group all the way down here. Okay. And then the chorus starts again. So after that hit and jump, y'all move to find new partners, and that's when stage combat starts. And we're only going to do a lot of stage combat if we can do it nice and safely. But Kelsi, you don't have to worry about too much of it, because Blake and Riley will be doing these acro stunts, because they're cool like that and can do it. So you'll just be their support, and they'll kind of teach you what they need from you. Kara and Alia, I'll help your groups as much as y'all need, just getting something down, because this is a short stage combat and there's a longer bit later. But it'll be fun. Stage combat's fun. So yeah, you would find new partners and you start stage combat. And that'll look different for everyone, so I won't be doing that in your personal videos, just because that's weird and I can't do that by myself. Just know that it's there, and I will tell you in the video. And then the third chorus starts. And this is kind of like a freeze. You'll freeze on the word don't. Just because the music basically dies. And the artist is still singing. But it's basically just her singing. It's a don't turn away. And on way is when the music kicks in again, and y'all are going to move. The angel's going to fall. And the next steps is exactly like the second chorus. Is just the don't try to hide. And the don't close your eyes. Don't turn out the lights. Okay? So that's the third chorus. Is basically exactly the same. You're just starting from a different spot. You lose the turn. The fourth chorus is all stage combat. So we'll work on that. And it'll probably be different than the first stage combat was. And then the fifth chorus is when y'all start winning and your angels all fall. So at the beginning of the fifth chorus is when Blake falls. So Kelsi, you and Riley will grab the lost soul, who will kind of be wandering in between the fights. You'll grab her and move her downstage left. and you'll be the first two with her, and you form this like U right in front of Alia's group. So it'd be like Alia's group, and then the three of you will be right there in front of them, is where that starts forming. So you and Riley will form the back of that group, even though you're the first ones there. And then right before the line, on the don't in the line, don't close your eyes. So it goes, don't turn away, don't try to hide, don't close your eyes, and don't close your eyes. And that don't. Sarah will fall. So Alia, you and Kayla will join Kelsi and Riley, and y'all will be like the two middle girls on both sides. So if it were like two straight lines, you'd be in the middle, even though it's you. You're right in the middle. And you're on the left. Y'all are always on the left. You are the demons on the left in this song. And then the song goes, don't turn out the light, never sleep, never die. The last beat of the fifth chorus is when Abigail will fall. So Kara, you and Angela have the most stage combat out of anybody in this dance. That's when she falls, and y'all will join the circle and finish it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm changing that. Okay. Yeah. So Leah and Kayla, yeah, Kayla will be on your left, Alia, and you'll form the whole left side of this circle. So it doesn't really mean too much for you. Kara and Angela, you guys will finish that circle, but Kara, you'll be next to Riley. You'll be in the middle of the right side. If that makes any sense. Just so that you won't have to pass in front or behind anyone, and you'll just be able to fill it all in. And then at this point, you guys are, I mean, there's just chanting in the song. So it'll just be from Haunted, the sachet right and lean, sachet left and lean. And we might do a little sway right, left. Just until the third chant, which is when the devil will come in, right in between you, Kelsi, and Riley. Will come in right through the middle. Y'all will just kind of step back enough for the lost soul and the devil to kind of do a dance, and he'll bring her out from between y'all and move across the stage to the center. So the circle kind of collapses, and anybody on the right side, Kara in this video is just you, will kind of step back, so it's not a circle with nobody in it, it's just kind of a blob of people. So you're just kind of filling in that middle space and allowing there to be more room in the center. So you just kind of take a step back, yeah, just to collapse that circle. And they'll dance, Lost Soul falls, and the devil will lead everyone out. You'll just watch him and follow him as he exits. And that's it. That's your whole dance, and then you're done. There's a last song, but you guys aren't in the last song, so that's it. Yay! That was a lot of information. If you guys have any questions after you learn the moves and watch the personal video, if you have questions, just ask me, because there's a lot. It's confusing. So thanks for sticking with it. I love you guys so much. Mwah.